What if the people building our future are secretly planning their escape from it? Imagine the architects of tomorrow, the visionaries shaping our world, quietly preparing for a world they fear may soon unravel. It's a chilling thought. Those with the most power and influence, instead of working to fix what's broken, are investing in ways to shield themselves from the consequences. This isn't science fiction, it's a real question today, July 28, 2025. The headlines may focus on innovation and progress, but beneath the surface, a different story is unfolding. One of anxiety, preparation, and quiet retreat. Why are the wealthiest individuals quietly investing in fortified subterranean compounds? These aren't just status symbols or eccentric hobbies. They're calculated moves, responses to risks that most of us can barely imagine. They have access to the best data and predictive models. Their teams of analysts and scientists are constantly scanning for threats, environmental, economic, technological, that could disrupt life as we know it. Their actions suggest they're hedging against a future they helped create, a future from which they might need to retreat. In private meetings and closed-door discussions, they weigh the odds and make plans for scenarios the public rarely hears about. These aren't simple fallout shelters, they're underground palaces for survival in an age of uncertainty. Complete with spas, theaters, and gourmet kitchens, these bunkers are designed for long-term comfort, not just survival. The billionaires aren't preparing for a single event, but for something they call the event, covering potential collapses from environmental disasters to societal breakdowns. The irony is staggering. Those who profited most from our interconnected world are now preparing to cut themselves off from it. The architects of our digital age who promised a connected global village are now investing in ultimate disconnection. Their vision of the future has shifted from utopia to survival, from community to isolation. This trend is more than a curiosity, it's a cultural and economic signal, a pivot from optimism to paranoia. It's a sign that the people with the most to lose are no longer betting on stability, but on their ability to escape chaos. When the most powerful people start planning for solitary survival, we must pay attention. Their choices reflect a deep uncertainty about the world they helped build, and a warning for the rest of us. Their actions are a silent alarm, a warning that the ground beneath our feet might be less stable than we believe. The question is, will we listen, or will we wait until it's too late to act? The market for doomsday preparation has undergone a dramatic transformation in recent years, evolving far beyond the simple stockpiling of canned goods and bottled water. Today, it has blossomed into a booming luxury industry, where exclusivity and comfort are just as important as safety and security. Companies like Rising S Company and Vivos have capitalized on this trend, offering peace of mind wrapped in opulence to the ultra-wealthy, who are willing to pay a premium for the ultimate in preparedness. These clients aren't just worried about short-term disruptions or power outages, they're preparing for the possibility of long-term, off-grid existence, all while maintaining the highest standards of comfort and style. Modern bunkers now rival five-star resorts, boasting amenities like multi-car garages for prized collections, state-of-the-art home theaters, and even temperature-controlled wine cellars for entertaining guests, or simply unwinding. These shelters are equipped with hydroponic gardens for fresh produce, advanced water filtration systems to ensure purity, and independent power sources like solar panels and battery storage, making them fully self-sustaining. The goal is to create a self-contained bubble of civilization, where residents can enjoy a lifestyle filled with comfort, entertainment, and social connection, even in the most uncertain times. The clientele is a who's who of the world's elite, tech executives, hedge fund managers, and industrialists, each meticulously planning their sanctuaries down to the last detail, ensuring every need is anticipated. The price tag for these luxury bunkers is astronomical, often reaching into the millions, but for the global elite, it's seen as the ultimate insurance policy, a way to safeguard their families and fortunes against a world that could, in an instant, become unrecognizable. What nightmares compel billionaires to invest in subterranean hideaways? What keeps the world's wealthiest individuals awake at night, despite their immense resources and influence? For many, it's not just the fear of losing money, but the dread of losing control over a world that seems increasingly unpredictable. Their fears are multifaceted, reflecting modern anxieties that span technology, environment, and society. Each headline, each crisis, is a reminder that no amount of wealth can guarantee safety from the world's volatility. At the top is artificial intelligence, a force they helped unleash, now feared for its potential to destabilize global systems, disrupt economies, and even challenge the very notion of human control. The rapid pace of AI development leaves even its creators uncertain about the future. Climate change is another fear, with the elite planning for a future of famine, migrations, and resource wars. Rising sea levels, extreme weather, and environmental collapse threaten not just property, but the very fabric of civilization. Their bunkers are self-sufficient arks, built in stable regions, creating climate-controlled biospheres. These underground sanctuaries are designed to sustain life for years, with food, water, and energy systems engineered for long-term survival. Social and economic collapse is a deep-seated fear, with concerns about market crashes, mass unemployment, and civil unrest. The possibility of society unraveling overnight is a scenario they take seriously, preparing for the day when money may lose its power. The COVID-19 pandemic was a real-world stress test, reminding the ultra-rich of their vulnerability. It showed how quickly borders can close, supply chains can break, and normal life can vanish. They now plan for future pathogens, equipping bunkers with medical-grade systems and supplies. Advanced air filtration, isolation rooms, and stockpiles of medicine are now standard features, reflecting a new era of biosecurity. The fear isn't just of getting sick, but of societal breakdown, making isolation the only safe haven. For the ultra-wealthy, survival means separation from a world they can no longer predict or control. Their preparations reflect a profound anxiety about the future, driving them to seek refuge underground. In these hidden fortresses, they hope to outlast the chaos above, clinging to the belief that safety can still be engineered, even as the world changes beyond recognition. Elite preparation is evident in property records and construction permits worldwide. Mark Zuckerberg's estate in Hawaii includes a rumored massive underground shelter. Peter Thiel sought refuge in New Zealand, a prime doomsday destination exemplifying geographical arbitrage. Communal survival projects like the Survival Condo in Kansas offer luxury underground living. The trend extends beyond individual estates to fortified vertical communities for the end of days. Reid Hoffman estimates over 50% of Silicon Valley billionaires have apocalypse insurance. This is not a fringe movement, but a strategic calculation by influential people. It's a quiet vote of no confidence in the future of the society that generated their wealth. As the elite prepare, their actions are viewed through the lens of the Great Reset. Originally a proposal for sustainable rebuilding, it's now seen by some as a plan for centralized control. In this narrative, crises are opportunities to achieve this reset, with bunkers as strategic moves. The elite are seen as preparing to manage or orchestrate a collapse for their benefit. Their compounds would allow them to remain secure, while old systems break down. This fuels suspicion and resentment, painting a picture of a ruling class with different rules. The theory taps into anxiety about power concentration and unelected decision-makers. Bunkers symbolize a plan prioritizing elite continuity over general well-being, turning tragedy into survival of the fittest. The rise of billionaire bunkers illustrates the inequality of survival. For the average person, preparation means relying on public services and community goodwill. For the ultra-wealthy, survival is a private service, opting out of public systems. Their bunkers allow them to maintain comfort and security, creating a two-tiered apocalypse. This divergence is about preserving power and wealth, not just physical safety. The elite plan to emerge from crises with their status intact, ready to rebuild in their image. This reality transforms the concept of shared destiny, suggesting we are not all in this together. Their preparations signal a retreat from civic responsibility, fostering resentment and eroding trust. The apocalypse will be anything but a great equalizer, highlighting a dangerous societal dynamic. As we observe the construction of underground fortresses, we face a profound question. Are the wealthy prudent planners or abandoning the world that granted them privilege? They invest in isolation, not solutions, pouring resources into escape plans. What do they know that we don't? Their actions suggest a silent warning of greater risks. However, they may be trapped in a feedback loop of their own making, unable to imagine a future without collapse. Their worldview leads them to build lifeboats, not trust in collective action. The image of a billionaire sealing a bunker door is a powerful metaphor for our times. It forces us to confront choices about power, privilege, and our shared future. urging a demand for resilience and cooperation.